Matador Memories. I'm your host, Matthew Bragulla. Today, we are speaking with Professor Emeritus of Biology, Dr. Stephen Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer was a professor at CSUN for 42 years. He's the director of the Center for Cancer and Developmental Biology at CSUN, and he is a U.S. Presidential Award winner. And for the past 28 years, he's been publishing the new Journal of Student Research Abstracts. Stephen, welcome to the show.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, I wanted to start off by asking, because I really want to go into the journal. When you first came up with this idea and you pitched it to the teachers, what were their reactions? Were they on board with it immediately?
Yeah, a group of the teachers were very much on board, yes.
And when did this start? Like, what year?
Well, 26, 27 years ago.
Yeah, this journal has been going on for a while. How has it evolved?
Well, at the beginning, we just had abstracts from the teachers. Now, not only do we have abstracts, but we have some full articles. And one of the teachers won a presidential award. And for a high school teacher, that's amazing because high school teachers ever get a presidential award. It's mostly college people like me.
That's an interesting point you make because I also read that you had also gotten the U.S. Presidential Award. Was that in correlation with this journal?
This was part of the package that went in as an application. It was like a 30, 40-page application that went in.
And how many abstracts and reports do you get each entry of the journal, like every year?
Oh, estimate maybe 100.
100? Do you have to narrow it down, or?
We try to publish all of them, and those which are not up to par, we get in touch with the teacher and tell them what needs to be done. Some are doing it as a requirement. Others are doing it for fun, and they love it. One of the teachers said they dance around the room when they see their abstract in print.
Have you seen an evolution in the kinds of experiments? Has interest shifted towards a certain kind of experiment? Are there different fields of science that these kids are starting to become more interested to as time goes on?
Yes, there's an increase in practical experiments. For example, we see experiments that deal with molecular biology, gas leaks, water on the moon, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I read some of the abstracts in the journal, and one of the ones that caught my eye was the one about, I think it was methane leaks in Aliso Canyon, and the students had, monitored the gas that was coming from the school and then from where the leaks came from. Did that catch your eye? And if it did, what was so impressive about it?
Yeah, so what's so impressive is that the equipment they develop with the help of others is really as good as what's done at the college level, and even better in some cases.
Right, because I was reading they were using pretty sophisticated stuff, and it made me curious, can those experiments be continued?
Yes, but it's up to the students and the teacher. It's totally up to the students and the teacher what they do.
Did the COVID pandemic, did that affect the journal at all? Did it affect the amount of maybe scientific experiments that were coming out?
It affected the poster symposium that we had each year. And we didn't have that anymore due to the closeness I mean, there were hundreds of students presenting posters, which was fantastic. But we didn't do that anymore due to the pandemic.
It's interesting you mentioned the poster symposiums. Is it just like one big area that students from schools show their posters, and how many students get involved with the symposium and even the journal?
Hundreds. There were hundreds at the poster symposium once a year. And in the journal, it varies, but up to hundreds.
How does the future of science look right now?
Science is an area that attracts many, many, many people. So I think the future looks good.
How long do you think you'll keep publishing the journal? For as long as you can?
Yeah, I expect to have this journal published as long as the money holds out. Each issue is fairly expensive. Each issue runs about $18,000, and also we get donations. We got a very large donation from one of our alumni, and we get donations from others.
So obviously it's not a cheap endeavor, but when I assume you pitched this idea to CSUN, one of the funders, I imagine were they very like on board with it? They saw it as like a potentially really amazing thing that could be done.
Yeah, we get tremendous raves from the top administrators, the president, the provost, the dean. They're all very supportive and have helped tremendously. And also, initially, we got big money from Van Nuys Airport.
I mean, it seems like you have like a lot of support. Do you see other universities creating these extremely collaborative kinds of journals? And do you see the journal as like a model that other universities can maybe follow as far as pushing the younger generation of scientific thinkers?
Absolutely, yes. And one of the things that made us a model is this article in the National Science Teachers Association reports that was read by hundreds of thousands of teachers. Mm-hmm. And we got very good comments back. And what this really says, it's important that all students, not just the brightest, get involved in something like this.
It's really amazing that you got so much like positive feedback. Is that a sign to you that this is a project that can continue to grow and inspire more and more scientific minds?
Yes. The answer is simply yes.
Thank you for joining us for Matador Memories. You can watch and listen to more of our podcasts on the CSUN Conversations website and become part of the CSUN Conversations community.